We have been filled with action cameras lately. From the line started by GoPro, we now have different options, not only from them per se, but also from other leading companies. We now got Sony, Garmin, Panasonic, Polaroid, and the list just goes on. And just like any category on the market, budget alternatives will inevitably spawn, which gave us the SJ Cam, Xiaomi's Yi camera, and now of course, Cherry Mobile's Cherry Action Cam. Knowing how competitive and ambitious our local manufacturers are, we have already seen this coming. Although Cherry Mobile isn't the first company to offer one, as we have already seen CDR King's action camera before. But this thing offers a far better of qualities inside. Plus, tons of included mounts and accessories for you to start instantly. But is Cherry Mobile's initial entrance on the camera business triumphs? Let's figure that out in our full review. I still don't get it how the Cherry Mobile was able to package this budget-friendly device so well. The backs of the action cam looks very identical with the GoPros, and it is a good thing. The camera itself can be easily glazed from its tall, glass-covered packaging. There's a cardboard down south that displays the device's features, accessories included, and sub-specifications. Sliding out the introductory paraphernalia reveals the entire beauty of the box. We can initially gain access with the waterproof cover and the actual camera itself as we lift off the glass cover. Removing the padded case reveals a pocket that houses the quick start guide and the warranty card. The other section of the packaging has a large box filled with tons of free accessories. We have two front covers with different colors, a tripod mount, three-way pivot arm, a frame, of course the charger, a bicycle mount, quick release buckle, frame clip mount, and lastly, a monopod. It literally took me some time to unbox this thing, but I'm not complaining as despite the price, Cherry Mobile was still able to include accessories for days. If it is not already obvious, the Cherry Action camera almost borrowed everything from GoPro with its aesthetics. The position of the lens, power and shutter buttons, and the LCD, they all look similar with the ones from GoPro. The device also looks very rugged, thanks to its rubbery appearance. Although this thing is actually nowhere near being real rubber, as it is entirely made with plastic. The parallel lines at the edges of the device tricks you to thinking that this one is actually made with rubber. Having the Cherry Action Cam constructed with rubber could have been a big plus, as that material is known for absorbing shocks when dropped, and also makes any device easy to hold. But nonetheless, I've noticed that Cherry Mobile may have considered adding some drop protection on this one, as I have tried to bump the camera onto a surface and felt some strings tingling inside, which may decrease the disastrous effects of dropping this one. Taking note, we have a 12 megapixel sensor in front, together with the power button, an Explorer branding, and what seems to be an infrared receiver, but actually just a design shenanigan. Removing the replaceable front plate reveals that this little thing isn't connected to anything in the actual camera. Speaking of the removable plate, there are two available color options included in the package, which is yellow and pink. Although you maybe don't wanna interchange it regularly. The front panel doesn't have any indicator or a place where you can easily peel that plate, which makes it challenging to replace as a long fingernail is a requirement and a lot of patience. At the top, we have the shutter/record button and an LED indicator that lights blue when you snap a photo and blinks continuously when filming. The left side houses all the ports for micro USB, micro HDMI, and a micro SD card slot, which is capable of up to 32GB. We also have the built-in microphone on this area. The right side has the volume controls, with the volume up doubles as a Wi-Fi switch, and sitting next to it is the built-in loudspeaker. Well, expect nothing from the speaker's drivers. This thing's only usable with the interface's feedback beeps, but almost voiceless during video playback. You literally have to place the camera on your ears for you to be able to hear the audio playing from the device. And we proceed to the back, of course. We have two LED indicator lights. One lights up when the device is turned on, and the other is for charging. We also have a 2-inch TFT LED display, which can decently project and play back all of the shots that you have taken. with the almost right colors and contrast. Although with the device this small, you may wanna use a bigger external display when browsing the gallery. This thing is perfect as a viewfinder for easy shots, but considering the nature of action cameras, some angles and framing may require you to use the accompanied smartphone app for some flexibility. Another point, the display doesn't play well with direct sunlight, so outdoor shots with extreme daylight may be challenging to frame. At the bottom, we only have the slot for the tiny 1000 mAh battery. The device can be waterproof, but it is not waterproof all by itself. You have to encapsulate the device to the included waterproof case for you to be able to submerge it underwater or play with it in the rain like what we did. The cage did a great job on protecting the device, but the materials used drop off the quality of the shots taken. The case's lens that is covering the device kinds of adds an ugly filter on the snaps taken. Also, the case develops some moistures or fog inside when being used under low temperature, thus also layering the picture quality. What is an action camera without a supporting smartphone application? There's a specifically tailored app for the Cherry Mobile Action Cam that is both available on Android and iOS devices. And unlike any other gadget app, the camera CACWF application has the same set of features across platforms, since it doesn't really actually do that much. But before opening the app, you must pair first the action camera to the smartphone via Wi-Fi. On the camera, set the action cam to video mode, then press the button on the sides with the Wi-Fi logo on it to set the device into pairing mode. On the smartphone, go to the Wi-Fi settings, search for the network name Cherry Mobile Action Cam, then key in the password, which can be found in the instruction manual included on the package. Once the two devices are bridged, the application can now be used as an external viewfinder. You can also adjust the white balance, resolution, timer, and photo burst rate, check the connection signal and battery status, and of course, there's a built-in gallery so you can either view or download the files taken from the camera to your smartphone. Although direct video playback is not yet supported, so you have to download the video file itself from the camera before viewing. Also, I want to point out one problem on the application. The viewfinder is stuck with the 16:9 aspect ratio, which is only usable for recording videos, but not in taking pictures, as photos are shot in 4:3. This makes framing a bit challenging when taking photos, as the edges are being cropped in the final output. With the action camera's rock bottom price tag, you can easily guess the camera quality on this one. But mind you though, it isn't as bad as what you think. And besides, it's not just all about taking high quality photos on this little device, but also having the ability to shoot anywhere at any condition. For starters, the lens on this one has a wide angle field of view of up to 170 degrees, which can be seen in almost all action cameras today. This makes the camera more suitable when being mounted to almost anything, without missing anything in the frame. Although the lens doesn't support autofocus, it may have a far focus distance, so you have to be real careful when taking close-ups. Considering the price tag, the snaps you can produce on this little thing is pretty satisfying. The 12 megapixel sensor is sharp enough, although there are still some noise and grains that are present, even in good lighting conditions. Contrast is also a bit on the soft side, and saturation is kinda pale. The camera also doesn't seem to set the white balance right at some scenario, which results to a weird looking colors on photos. But if you're into photo editing and manipulation, you can still stretch the quality of the photos that you can get on this one. The photo you are seeing is a comparison of the original photo and the after product from a smartphone photo editor called Snapseed. There are also some PC software that can help you readjust the white balance if the action camera didn't got it right. The photo quality is also passed on when recording videos, but it is not a real action camera without the presence of different frame rate shooting. And with that, the Cherry Action Cam can shoot 1080p and 720p at 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second at 720p. Yup, 60 FPS is the best you can have here, far from the 240 frames per second that you can get with the GoPros and the other action cameras. I have tried some slow motion goodness on this one, and the results are just disappointing. Although I think this camera is not really built to shoot such videos. I think this device is really made for those who want to capture adventures and other athletic activities, which makes a 60 FPS frame rate sufficient enough to record fast-moving and blistery actions. Speaking of video quality, the device is also equipped with a built-in microphone, and just like any other action cameras, you'll barely use the audio that is coming from this one. It can capture fairly clean sound when the camera is completely naked, no mounts, no waterproof case. The microphone is sensitive in capturing sound. It does easily register the bumps and shakes of wherever you mount it to. Plus, the included waterproof case can also block the clean environment noise, thus distorting the audio that's coming into the device. Also, video capture is capped at exactly 31 minutes and 27 seconds, so you want to be careful when capturing an entire occasion or an event in marathon. The Cherry Action Cam utilizes a 1000 mAh battery capacity. The battery performance on this one have been satisfying. We did our test by doing a time-lapse. We've let the device take photos continuously with 1 second interval and the screen turned off in the camera's power-saving settings until the juice runs out. And what we got is a pretty astonishing numbers. The device was able to take 7,724 photos in a single charge. And it can also record anywhere near 1 hour and 35 minutes worth of video clips, also from 100%. We really had some quality time with the Cherry's action camera. The picture quality has been satisfying and the ability to mount the camera to almost anywhere is enjoyable. But we are fully aware that there are still tons of other alternatives out there that are also on the same price range. This device cannot go head-to-head with other similarly priced devices like the Xiaomi Yi and the SJ Cam, moreover with the GoPros. But it is in the nationwide availability and the inclusion of an enormous package that Cherry was able to make it up for. Cherry Mobile wants you to enjoy the camera right away as you open the box, so you don't have to worry about spending more time and money on acquiring these accessories. The camera retails for about 3,999 pesos, but we have seen other online retailers offering it at around 3,499 for a limited time. If you want a hassle-free, versatile, and easy-to-get camera, the Cherry Action Cam is the one for you. This has been NoypiGeeks' review of the Cherry Action Cam. For a more detailed look about this device, check out our full written review link below. You can also hit the thumbs up button and share this video if you liked it, and also subscribe if you still haven't. Thank you for watching.